Welcome back to my latest trapping video. Today we'll be doing some leaderless trapping. This wasn't actually planned or anything like this. I was basically in the middle of setting up a 1000 IQ trap. If you don't know what my 1000 IQ trap is, it's basically like give my ult, my leader, I walk it across the map, kind of go fishing, trying to get people to hit me. But all of a sudden this guy hits me. I didn't have my recorder on and all that, and I wasn't expecting it. And all of a sudden they all pour around me, start rallying me. I'm like, what's going on? How do they know what's going on? And I haven't even done anything yet, so I haven't even started the trap yet, and they're already trying to hit me. What I found out later was someone in this guild, it's just a random kingdom guild that I joined, was actually telling them what was going on, and he was trying to get them to hit me, basically get them to destroy me and all that. Because he was like basically like a double agent, even though I'm not technically from their guild, but he was calling them to try and zero me and all that. So what's his face, Big Freza, he went in for a solo attack on me. I'm just switching back to my other guild, my count. I'm just gonna be switching back a bunch between in this clip. If you'll see, I'll go into my ult, I'll go back to my main. So yeah, so this was the hit. He did 357,000. I poured it away because they were setting a rally. I didn't want them to rally me. I wanted to show that was online. So yeah, he did not do much to me because he sent a leaderless attack. It was tier 4 though, so I think it was just a test maybe to see if the guy in my guild was actually like telling the truth or not. But yeah, he did end up actually hitting me. And like I said, I don't have my leader, and here comes a gangbang attack. So I don't have my leader here. I was like, yeah, so I started to burn here. I did not lose troops on this hit. Do not worry. He lost 335,000 troops, but they are going to gangbang me. So I was like, I better heal up here. So I'm just going to heal. And then I'll be healing in between these attacks. But they know what phalanx I'm in because the guy actually did get a walk back. So they will be going cav at me here. But I'll try and heal in between the hits here so I don't take too many losses or anything like that. I might have missed one of the heals right at the start there, but otherwise it wasn't too bad. But yeah, they're speeding up here. The only guy who can actually get a walk back from me in this hits here is the big Freza. What's his name? Big Freza? What is it? Big Fiera. Big Fiera, sorry. Big Fiera is the name. He does have some very good gear, some mythic champion gear and all that stuff. He does have familiars, and like I said, I do not have my leader right now, so I was just messing around here, seeing how strong my trap was, because, I mean, normally in, like, other kingdoms, if I'm in, like, let's say, Titan Kingdom and stuff like that, I do have to watch out if I don't have my leader. And one of these kingdoms, I'm not so worried, because these normal tier 4 players, even though they have full mythic gear and stuff like that, it's not that bad for my trap, because even with the familiars and all that, it's not the worst. I mean, if they have max familiars and stuff, you gotta be careful, but most of these guys don't have max familiars. They only have like 3 or so, but they'll have like full mythic gear still, so they're pretty strong. I'm not saying they're not strong at all. They are strong, yeah, but they don't actually know I don't have my leader right now. So that's one of the things I don't think the other guy told them. So he's coming in again. He's gonna hit me again. He's gonna get another walk back. But yes, he did not do as much damage this time because I had switched the cav phalanx because I knew they knew I was in infantry, so they'd be sending a bunch of cav at me. So I decided to switch over to cav phalanx just so they wouldn't be able to counter me or anything like that. But I did cap 3 of them. He tried to go free him again, did not quite get the or burn me this time because I wasn't cav phalanx, not an infantry. If I was an infantry, I would have burned because he would have injured about 400,000. I should have actually popped a what's called attack boost at this point. I don't know why I don't have an attack boost. Why do I even have an anti if they have my comp at this point? But here I am on my other account. I'm just gonna release my leader just in case he tries to go in for another attack on me. This is kind of the flex moment where it's like, yeah, I did all that without my leader, so here comes my leader back. Now try and take my try and do that again and release the leader. But yeah, so obviously they weren't going to try it again because, like I said, I already capped 3 of them. Big Pharaoh was able to get a march back, but he's definitely not going to be able to get a march back with my leader because just the talents itself would be enough for me to cap him because he walked back with like 19,000, but the extra like 50% attack from the talents or whatever, or 50 plus, probably 60% attack you get from talents would be enough actually to get through those extra 19,000 troops that he had. And now I have my leader. Now they're going to start a rally. And I didn't really want to migrate here, so I'm not going to actually take the rally. I'll show you. Oh, yeah, he's definitely not going to try and hit me. That's a 300 mil mic guy. But yeah, so they're going to be starting to start a rally in here. Like I said, this is like the most fun I've had trapping actually, because it's awesome. It's like, I don't know if you've ever tried trapping without your leader, but it's really exhilarating. I just wanted to see how strong the trap was with basically just the comp. So I'm basically just testing the comp out. It shows you how strong this comp actually is, because I'm actually able to cap them without any stats. Well, I mean, I have 143% attack or whatever it is, but that was a one troop attack. It was not a real attack. I will go through all the reports at the end. I just didn't really have time in the middle of them doing all this because I wanted to make sure oh yeah. Actually, Big Fear did go in for another attack. I did end up capping him on that because, yeah, like I said, I have my leader back. He's not getting a walk back when I have my leader. Unfortunately, he would have to be I don't know. He would have to be very, very strong. He'd have to have max familiars, max like Baron Jewels and all that, and then he might get 4 troops walking back if my comp wasn't strong enough. It currently is strong enough, but yeah, he was not going to get a walk back from that. That was his first attack, actually. So I'll go through all the things. I'll show the leaders who hit me. This was his first hit on me, 500,000 injured. I was an infantry phalanx at the time. I did not lose any stuff. 48,000 was actually my tier 1 grunts, so I had tier 1 grunts in there, so that was doing a little more damage there. It does help you burn, I guess, if you have more tier 1. If you're not going to cap, obviously. Normally, if I had my leader, I would cap him really easily. If I don't have my leader, I don't have the attacks. I only have 143%, and now that people are familiarizing me. So that guy had full mythic gear. This one was Super Sugar Froggy. He did 200,000. I didn't heal in between. That's not his actual gear. He wasn't hitting me with that gear, but he has some decent gear too. He went range on that one. This was Big Fair's other attack. He did 471 on that one. Yeah, but he lost 355,000, so he almost lost mostly tier 4, a little bit of tier 2 in there. What was this one? This was Andy. He did 173,000. He did a cav blast, but I'd already switched the cav at this point, so it wasn't so bad. This is basically their second round here. Then Froggy went in again, but unfortunately for Froggy, he didn't heal up, so he ended up losing 331,000 tier 4 on that one. Ouch. Then this is Freddy. He didn't do as much damage, but I was in cav, so that makes sense. And then Big Fiera went in. He only did 200,000 this time because I was in cav. I didn't have any tier 2 or tier 1 cav in my front line, so there's only 200,000 in that one. And then that was Big Fiera's last attack, and I guess I didn't actually record what happened there. But I capped him there, so that's why I had his leader at the end. I did miss the attack because I was switching in between accounts and stuff and actually saying in my clan chat there what was going on. So that was the end of that clip. This will be the next clip here, and this is going to be a different clip, basically. It was just, we were rallying people and stuff, and I had my alt out here. I don't think I had an anti on. I think I was just scouting people and just trying to get people to release. So this is not my trap, so you're going to see it burn here. Do not worry, that's not my trap getting destroyed. It doesn't have any troops in this account. It's basically a fake account, so I'm just going to move it away. And then switch over to my trap account. So here's my trap. The leader's now walking back. So this is part of the 1000 IQ trap that I was trying to set up in the previous video, but like I said, someone in my guild was telling people my location. I guess they didn't realize I didn't have my leader, but so yeah. And then they tried to gangbang me and all that. Didn't work out and all that. But anyway, so this is going to be someone trying to steal my leader. 200,000 or 250,000 tier 2. You get a lot of these attacks doing this just because they think you're an empty castle. They think basically you're like a 0 tier 4 account or something like that. That's why they're sending these like tier 2 cav at you. You get tier 3 cav sent at you. Mostly cav because it's faster. And you usually get multiple people doing the same thing just because they're trying to take the leader. They think you're an empty castle. They don't think you actually have any troops in it. If they know that you're a trap, so this guy recalled, so someone must have told him that I was a trap because I've done this multiple times in these kingdoms, so some people will actually know that I'm a trap, some people won't. But that's why you'll see someone just recall randomly like that, just because someone will tell them, hey, that's a trap, don't hit it. It's not going to work out. You're just wasting troops. And this actually works pretty good in KVK, because even if they're just sending tier 2, they're actually points for KVK. They're not tier 4 points, obviously, but tier 2 points still add up over, like, if you get multiple of these hits from KVK, it's actually pretty good because, like I said, you get I don't know how many points you get for KVK for tier 2, but it's still at least a point, so you're getting 500,000 if it's the 4 double times thing. You get almost like 1,000,000 points from just tier 2 hitting you. It's pretty good, actually. So my leader's coming back, so he's going to try and time it, so when my leader comes back, he's going to try and steal it. Sometimes people will wait till the leader comes back and they'll port next to you and hit you, but or sometimes they'll do what this guy's doing and just send a tier 2 hit from far away. And then sometimes what will happen is they'll send the tier 2 hit from far away, realize you might have a strong wall or something and they didn't get through and they lost other troops, maybe have some tier 3 in there and ate the tier 2, and what they'll do is port next to you and then send a tier 4 attack or the leader attack to actually hit you. But it doesn't always happen. Sometimes they just give up after this, especially after they see the might loss. But a lot of times after they see that might loss, they think it's just traps on your wall and they got eaten by the wall, so they'll actually port in and actually hit you with a full attack just to break your wall, or they'll send a bunch of siege. I've had that just, yeah, it was just tier 4. Sometimes they just send a big tier 4 siege attack at you just to try and get your leader. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I do have some more videos coming out this week. I have the top 5 probably going to come out this week. I'm editing that. I have another person's video I'm editing. He sent me a whole string of clips that were kind of cool, so I'll showcase that video later this week. Those ones just take a little longer because they're not my clips. If they're my clips, it's a lot easier because I know the clips, obviously. I don't have to watch the whole clips and then edit it down and then stitch them all together, and the, whatever it's called, the aspect ratios are all different and stuff like that. So those videos take a little longer to do. They're a little harder, a little more difficult. Take some planning and all that. My videos are a little easier, so they're a little easier to get out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.